Today, I'm excited to share my journey into the fascinating world of AI. Parent has one vision from the beginning that the child I have one brother also. He is also a civil engineer, and we must be highly educated. If I can come from a very poor family and it's and almost no guidance about that what to study, how to study. Everybody was telling that what will be the cheapest way.
Is AI going to take away our jobs?
That time was required that after uh, writing writing exam passed, the typing test is also required. And people think that if you pass the writing test, who's that fool is there in the world that will not pass the typing test? Yes, I am the fool. I think I am getting 2000 rupees per month salary. So it is very big thing. We are not a research oriented country. And if he fail in the research means he lost his job. Here it is difficult, right? And he will never get a job in another company. They will tell that this person, because for this person, 2 years he has not done nothing and he took the salary.
So, what if AI goes all wrong from tomorrow? What will happen?
Otherwise, there are a lot of courses. So you can start with some math, stat background. This is very much important if you are not from those background. So better you can study and it will not take much time, say 3 months or 4 months or 6 months maximum. So you will be capable. And then you gradually move to learn the machine learning, deep learning, and then you go for the generative AI, LLM, and those things. They are making AGI, advanced general intelligence, which is almost like a human being. It's not possible, at least for decade. Still now, no researcher, no scientist know that how to create emotion.
Hello, everyone. This is Sudeep here. Welcome back to my channel once again. From today onwards, I'm starting a special section in this channel, which is going to be called as the podcast section. In this section, I will try to invite eminent guests from all spheres of life and talk to them about their areas of expertise and get them to share their knowledge with us. I hope you will enjoy this section. So, as a part of this series of podcasts, in the first podcast today, I have invited Mr. Dhiraj Patra, who is an AI solution architect and has around 28 years of experience in the IT industry. In today's podcast, I am going to talk to him about AI. But before I get started, I have just one request for you. Please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that it gives me motivation to keep bringing on such videos for you. So, having said that, enjoy the show. Thank you, Dhiraj sir, for coming to this podcast. It's an honor to
Thank
have
you.
you as a guest. And we will start from a brief introduction about yourself as to how you started from your childhood, your first job, then how you moved into AI, and what are you doing nowadays.
Um, Thank you very much, and a warm welcome to all listeners. Today, I'm excited to share my journey into the fascinating world of AI, a story that spans decades, industries, and a continuous drive to learn and lead in technology. So, I would like to tell you that. Yeah, in my childhood, I would like to start. So I'm from a naturally, you know that India is very poor parenting. I'm come from a very poor family, but my parent has one vision from the beginning that the child I have one brother also. He is also a civil engineer, and we must be highly educated. So this is very important, the education, because always my mother also tell that if you do not have the other things means like the money or the assets type of, but still it's okay, but you must be in that position that people will love and respect. This is very important in life. So and I really am happy, and I pray to God, God also, that I got that kind of opportunity. I got help from many other peoples in a different way, definitely. So it though it was a very tough journey to study from my childhood to goes to that the college, the masters in the computer science, and then join. And not only that, I mean, half of the world I travel several times. I live in Europe also. So this is, I will tell you why this is very important for all of you who are today watching, that nothing is impossible. If I can come from a very poor family and it's and almost no guidance about that, what to study, how to study. Everybody was telling that what will be the cheapest way. That means, okay, you do these things, it will be less cost. You study this thing, it will be less cost. You do not require any teachers or the tutor. So that kind of advice I always got. And go there, get a job anyhow. So from that mentality to make something that which will be valuable for millions. And I'm really happy that I come from that kind of background. But now what I'm doing, and it is, I mean, the happily is affecting their millions of people's life. And like that, I want to start from that right now, and then I will go backward. So currently I am working in Bank of New York project more than 1 year, and I am leading a team that is called the risk engine. So I cannot, I mean, reveal much more because for some privacy concern. So this is a type of the investment. And you know that Bank of New York is the second biggest bank in the whole world. And what my job is that with a very small team, is a 6 team member only, but they are very highly experienced, and they are mostly they are 40 plus years old. So they are, nobody is a simple persons in the programming world. So I'm leading them to using that data analytics, AI, as well as the generative AI, to create that trade risk engine so that we can support our millions of customers who take as a privilege of Bank of New York to invest their money. And they are not, very few people are a very means that simple like us, that general person. So they are mostly the organizations, institutions, including the big name Meta and all. So it's in billions of dollars. So that is very important, and I'm very happy that I'm helping. Even I do not possess a PhD. So then I will try it's a small way that how I come into this AI field. So when I passed out class 12. So this is called in India, it's in higher secondary. And after pass out, there, due to, as I told, there is a high poverty and is very poor conditions of economical. So my parents mostly and that other relatives, they wanted me to go for the commerce. But because I love that analytical things, so still I took economics and statistics. So these were my elective subject. And I'm really happy that because I took those things, I am doing much better than a core engineer. Means because for a very long time I have the knowledge with math, core statistics, probabilities, and the economics. And economy itself is a very complex subject. So both economics, macro and micro, both I have studied. So for that, it is very helpful. And also I have that some optional subject of finance. Now, what happened in after just I at that time I actually not passed out the result of graduation is a BCom only, commerce. So my one maternal uncle, because I stayed in maternal uncle house because for that monetary problem in my home. So I stay there. So he gifted me, it's an old book only, but he gifted me a book, computer science. It is really a amazing story for many people. So it's a old computer book. This is the first time in my life I got a very valuable computer book, and it's a renowned author. So I completed that book within 15 days in the holiday season at that time. I still remember. And I was so enchanting that no, I have to study only computer science, and I will not go for that only commerce and then calculations and then related part. No, I will go for the computer science because I love the technology science. uh, and then I try to find out that what is the way, what is the possibility. At that time I'm talking about 1995, so please remember that year 1995. Even that time Windows 95 not came in India, because though it is Windows 95, but it came much later in India. So 1995, so I tried. Then one day one of my maternal uncle only, so he told, if you get the scholarship, there is a course is called the PGDSM, means the postgraduate diploma in system management. So at that time I was not aware that it will be a highly mathematics and only theoretical things. I thought that okay, computer science means I will get a computer. So this is the actually in my mind that I will get a computer, because I never touched the computer in my whole life. I saw in school, but because at that time the computer lab was only available for those students, they are the first, second, third, fourth. I was not among them. So so like that students only. So I thought like that, this will be happen. So this course is actually the joint venture from that Baran University and also a private institute. I just do not want to reveal that name and something. So, but it was a world institute and at that time it was one of the biggest institute. So computer science training. So they together make a course. They told that it will take only 15 or 16 months, but actually it took 2 years. So this was the postgraduate diploma in system management. So the first time I found it's a really amazing thing, and I went into that at that time, the Unix and later part in the DOS, and at the end I got the Windows 3.1. Many people do not know that, and system was also. I first time I got the system 8086 because my course was the assembly programming. So with the Microsoft Assembler, actually, I started my programming journey. Then moved to that C and then C++. That course, it was up to this. And fortunately, I got that first position out of 15 student. And I also got that scholarship before joining. That's why my mother was able to pay that monthly fees. Otherwise I will not. At that time it was total course fee was around 36,000, so it was too high for us. And I got the mostly the scholarship, and it was around only 9 10,000 rupees actually I had to pay, because I got that most of the scholarship. So that I, even before completion, they told that in university that he is not dean, but he was that one of the senior professors there in that course. So he told, Dhiraj, one company is coming, and they actually like your programming ability, so they want you to hire. They are coming. I told, no interview, nothing is required. So they told, it's not required. I have told everything about you. They were coming. So I went and we asked, please come with a. At that time, actually, computer science means is a very different thing. AC room and no dust. You have to off your shoes outside, like that kind of situation. So I went there and I was waiting. After that, I saw a car. I never actually before I, I ride on that Maruti. So I told, oh, it's a very nice car. So at that time, so why I'm telling those things? Every experience in your life, this small happiness, it's an achievement. I never got that opportunity to sit inside the Maruti at that time, 1997 I'm talking, because after 2 years I course completed. So that person actually took me to that little bit far outside of the city. There was an rice bran oil factories. It's a very big factory where they are processing the rice bran, means that the skin of the rice, and they're preparing that raw material for that many type of vegetable oil. They have a big laboratory there. For that laboratory, it is required to program some software. So this is required. So they asked me, because it was all written in C, not even C++. It is in C. And directly you have to control and you have to write there. So I went there. After 6 months, I found that because once the application has been ready, the same application is actually, it's moving and using. They do not require that any new application at that time. They asked me to again, because I have, that graduation I have done in become, right, with finance and economics. They asked, Dhiraj, why not, we do not want to lose you, so we will pay you the same salary as a programmer I was giving. At that time it was very less. I still remember it was, I think, most probably below 1,000 rupees per month, and lunch free, because that's a factory, right? So lunch free was there. So they asked, you please help our account team. There was, still I remember, tally was there. And because you from commerce, definitely you will be able to do that. 15 days you take the training, not a problem. I still try because the job was required. So then I found, uh, this is not my field. My field is that solving the problem. It's not something just seeing from the invoice and then inputting into the computer. After that, I have worked mostly as a freelance for almost 3 to 4 years. And what I did, I saw, I tried that thing. You just think, I never heard about the entrepreneurship at that time. Nobody knows, I think, in my age at that time. Nobody knows those things. People knows that doing a business, means as a business person or businessman, or doing a job as a salaried person. And then nobody is entrepreneur. I went through many places that how can I do, because I know different type of programming. At that time I know the Fox Pro and Clipper, like that, this programming with the database small, but I do not have any computer my own. So I went and I found the television has came at that time. And I'm talking about 97, 98, 98, I think. So the craze is too high, and people were buying television in EMI. Today's, this is it's called EMI, but as because I am from a commerce, so this is I call as a higher purchasing system. So I saw that there is an opportunity, because nobody have their computer that kind of information. They always write down in hand every month, taking the money, putting into the bank like that. Then I just talk one or two those shop only, but you can say dealer. At that time they call that television dealer. I asked, sir, I can made a program for you, and it will be within a floppy, because that time it was all in the floppy 1.44 MB. I can made a program, and that program will be, because I am from commerce background, sir. So I know everything, the laser, journal, balance sheet, and also higher purchasing system. So it will calculate everything for you. You just print out, and it will be very useful for you if you tell, and fully customized for you only. I will build. If you give me 2 weeks of time, I can make it. So that will it work in our computer? I told, yes, sir. You have computer, dot matrix printer, everything will work. But I need your computer because I do not have my own computer. So they told, it's okay, but daytime you won't get. 6 p.m. After that, you can take, because shop is open till 10 p.m. So 4 hours you will get, but nobody will use that computer, because I go home after lock the computer. So I will open to, and I will give the key to you. So that person helped me. So that I actually started, and then I developed that application with Clipper. It's called the Clipper. It's a type of Fox prototype language. And backend, I put that DWS 3 plus as a database. I made that application. So it was it. So he was very happy. That first time I saw that it's, I mean, it's a different thing than the employment. But still, that point I will tell all the youngster today, think about it. Think about it. It's, if you, when you sell something, if you able to sell something your product own, then you can do anything else, anything. And there is a cons also. What type of cons? You will never get satisfied as an employee, and it's a big problem in my whole life. I will tell that story also. So I felt, oh, it's a very nice thing. Then I, again, another shop I went, because I have that floppy and the software everything with me. Then I asked that if you want I can customize, because I made that. So in this way, I still remember I actually sold those things 800 rupees, some places 2000 rupees also I got, because they wanted to make the printing in a specific format so that they can feed the data directly into Tally. So those kind of, so I have worked, and this kind of work I have done almost 3 4 years, as I told. Then in the same time, I try to actually enter that more the higher study, because continuous study and higher study is required. And so one person told Dhiraj, you can't do that computer science higher studies because you have done BCom, right? So you can't do that. Even you have done BEM. BEM means business economics including mathematics, what I have done. But you are not from a pure science. So Dhiraj, please forget that. Better you check other things. And another thing I would like to tell you in this middle, that I'm a very, very, I mean, I'm a very, you can say that when I decide something, it's fixed. Just think about, I passed in a single chance, in the first chance, because my parent and everybody tell that why you are not giving the government exam at that time in Bengal, in that situation only. So only government exam was there. So at that time I was around 18 years old. So I passed the SSC in a first chance. That is a clerical exam, called central government. And for that time, the people will think that even after 4 years, 5 years, they took that coaching or something. But I don't know. Somehow, because for my math, English, reasoning power is very high capable there at that time. So I had a single chance. I, without any coaching or something, I just practiced. I passed. But because I did not know much better, I mean, the good way, the typing at that time was required that after uh, writing writing exam passed, the typing test is also required. And people think that if you pass the writing test, who's that fool is there in the world that will not pass the typing test? Yes, I am the fool. So I failed that typing test. I could not pass that. So, but one thing, I told my mother, I want to do something different. Are you not feel happy or something? So she told, no, if you want to do something, you can go. You can do that. So I told, give me some time. I will prove that. And everybody's called me. Do you know that in your life, what you lost? Central government employee that you have lost. Your life gone. Yeah, almost like that. But I will try hard. So I tried to go to do that. I found that one person given me information that you can do the MCA from IGNO, but nobody told me, or even right now also, nobody tell that what is that background story. So they told you can go to Vikas Bhavan, and there in Kolkata you can go, and it is almost 110-20 kilometers. It's not about that 120 kilometers, because today's generation will think 120 kilometer 2 hours maybe. It's not like that. So several time train, bus change and all, it's a lot. So I went there from the morning. I given the queue, and also when I asked They told, who told you that anybody can get their admission into MCA directly? Nobody. It's a central government university. You have to do the CIC. That's an another course, 6 months course, and that's a very tough course. It's a whole the discrete mathematics and all. Then I told, okay, sir, I will do that. So I took that because it is very less cost because central government university. I passed that with more than 70% at that time. So it was very difficult time for me because I was doing only that some tuition. I did not have the money. After completing the CIC, I got the admission in MCA. Then again another hurdle. Why I am telling all these things, guys? Whoever is watching and will be listening, you please know that hurdle will come. So they ask me, you did not have completed that pure mathematics. So you have to do another course along with MCA. It is called PPC. And PPC will be 200 marks advanced algebra. So it was horrible for me. It's a pure calculus. So how can I do that? I don't know that how I passed. I went to one. I fortunate in my village. I got one teacher. Still now I have in connection with him, a very good rapport. So he was a teacher from ISI, Indian Statistical Institute. So they digest math and stat. So that kind of person, they knows what is math and stat. So within 3 months, he told that you can learn. It's for you. It's very easy. I know, sir. It's not easy for me, but just need to pass out that PPC. Only then I can continue MCA. Otherwise, they will. I mean, I have to out there. I passed that. And one thing I will tell, if I would not have studied in IGNOU, because it's so tough, 2.5% pass out actually within 3 years. So it's a so horrible tough to pass out because why? Still remember, KC Pant was that means the head of that IGNOU. He is the same person, the head of the higher education from the IIT also. He never prepared that separate question paper. Always, if you see, search and you will find out the IGNOU MCA question paper. So still some places the old question paper are available in internet. It's only prepared for IIT grade student. So how they are thinking that which student are going for only Saturday Sunday class? Still, I remember my class was in St. Xavier's College in Calcutta. So Saturday Sunday class, and most probably they are coming from either very poor background family, or they are coming with some other work they do and then they study. But I took this thing as the main priority of my life. I know that I have to do something. So I have completed within 3 years with a distinct, I mean, first class. So that what is the problem is there, that even if you passed out, you have a vision that I did not have. That's a lack because I did not. I don't have any guide. Even I saw and tried to copy someone else's success, and this is a very big. I mean, the wrong thing. Please don't do that thing. Someone else's success story is not for you. You have to get the motivation from that. But you have to write your story yourself. So what happened? I saw only three in our batch, 5% only passed out within 3 years. Means 2.5% only, the whole India. Now, many things I little bit regret that time. Say they told that Dhiraj, you please come to for the convocation in New Delhi, and who will do that? Because it's a central government university, so that Rashtrapati. So president will do that. I missed that chance. So later, one of my friend told, Dheeraj, you missed. It's a huge, big chance because that time one photograph means it's a big thing. It's
Who
not
was
like
the
mobile.
president then? Who was the president then?
I think at that time, I think not Pratibha Patil
Abdul
or
Kalam?
something.
Was it Abdul Kalam?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I passed out in 2002. I have to
Pratibha
check that.
Patil, Pratibha
I
Patil.
most probably,
Okay.
most probably that she was there. So my friend told that you missed a big opportunity, Dhiraj, because that one photo and everybody saw us. So that you see that because that time photo is something different. One photo, maybe within 1 year, you people used to. Right now, the mobile you have, then you can take the photos. That's why it's but the cost is also gone down. That what's the value, not cost actually, the value of inner value less. So I, and another chance. So what happened? One of my friend done that after completing the MCA, he done that OCP certification that called the Oracle Certified Professional. After done that Oracle Certified Professional, he got a internship free, no salary. He was working in Calcutta Stock Exchange. I used to go there actually because I used to I mean this work in little bit far. It is near to the race course at that time. So I think I am getting 2,000 rupees per month salary. So it is very big thing. But because it was required for me, so anyhow, because I needed to give to my parent, I need to stay my cost. I
This
think
is
that
after
2,000
passing your
rupees.
MCA. This is after
Yes,
passing your MCA. Okay.
yeah, this is after passing my MCA. So immediately I got that opportunity. So I thought 2,000 is very high. And my friend, because they are coming from, I mean, this means more educated family. So he knows that what exactly is happening. I do not have any future vision. So this is very important. I did not have actually. I thought that somehow I need a job so that at least I can living expenditure is run. I can help my parent like that. That's only nothing else. But I will continue study. That is my point. That I will learn new thing, new program. At that time, my hobby was the new programming language every time. So he studied. He done the OCP. He done 1 year free service in Calcutta Stock Exchange without any money. I know that because I used to go there in stock exchange to meet him almost every week. I went to go there, and I also write the query and all. But later I found the person when 1 year he at that time he run the millions of users query in Oracle 7. At that time it was Oracle 7 and later Oracle 8. This is different thing. So this is totally different thing. Means when you run a database, there are 10,000 records, and when you run a database where millions of records and huge transaction, that's makes different. So he went to the US. Now he last time when I talked, so he was that head of the Toad, means PLSQL department head actually. So that I missed that another opportunity. How the people actually miss that opportunity? Because I did not have that amount of money they asked for. Okay, so that's gone. At the
They,
same
for
time,
the internship, they demanded money, is it?
uh, no, for the OCP, it was cost at
Acha,
that
acha.
time itself 65,000,
Oh,
something
okay,
like that,
okay, okay,
around
okay.
60,000. I did not have because I needed to earn. I did not have any money, but he had that. So anyhow, that he got. So at the same time, I was trying to do the MTech because people are telling that MTech you can
After
on the
MCA, you
further
wanted to
study.
do MTech.
Yes, I wanted to do MTech. Why? The reason was whenever I try to go, because I love the teaching, explaining, these things I love actually. So when I try to apply, at that time they were not asking PhD like that right now they ask. Means PhD is the normal right now for a professor. So they always ask MTech, not MCA. So they told no, MTech required. I don't know that what actually they think in the difference or something. Another problem was there. I would like to tell today. I passed in Cognizant. So I never apply for TCS, but Cognizant I apply and I passed that interview. All serial of interviews there, 5, 6 times. Then they called me for the final interview in HR round in there at Salt Lake in Kolkata.
Which one
I
was?
went there.
Which
I
year was
think it
this?
was It was, I think, around that year only. Means before I went for that small job, 2,000 rupees, as I told. It is after passing my MCA, so around 2003. So, they told that, Dheeraj, we do not accept that correspondence course, because IGNOU MCA is a correspondence course. Even I have not even thought even those things. They told, so it is our mistake. So that is, we are apologize, and we cannot take. So I told, but this is very difficult, and is a high caliber course, and I passed, and the marks is there, and I have passed this at that time also. Rigorous coding and everything, test was there. They told, no, this is actually, we could not thought it before, so that's why you are telling. So it's not happened. So what happened after that? Two things. Maybe it is bad or good, I don't know, but I'm telling you, so you people will judge that. My mind, from that childhood itself, I was little bit rebellious type. Means, what people will tell that it is not possible, I always try to prove that it is possible. So it is my rebellious mind and character. It's from the beginning. I can't change it. So whenever they told that, I put it in my mind that that means I never able to, I mean, this do the job for a big companies, because they will not take me. Even I have the knowledge, capability, intelligence, everything, but they will not take, because they will tell something, because you have not done, like previously they told you have come from the commerce background. Then they told you have done the study. They will never, because you know that it's very difficult to sell the story. You can't tell them that my father is a cycle mechanic. I'm come from a so poor background that you can't even imagine that a person can survive on that. But it does not happen. So you have to prove that yourself. It's a fight. It's a pure fight, and that changed my mentality. And if you see my the career graph also, that why this person, he can stay at least more than 2 years or something like that. I tried, but whenever I found that that my manager or something, they are not respected to me, and it is not boasting, but in my mind it's actually I fired them. So I feel that I know, so it's not a problem for me, it's your problem, you will lose. And that's the reason I do not want to take the name. That one company, for them I have done the patent. I do not want to take the name. They will definitely, when watch, they will know that. So within 14 months I made that patent for them, and I signed for that. I have not took any money. They have given me the RSU, but I have not took any money, because I signed in that condition that within 3 years this will be open for all. So this is one of the patent. So that patent is for the renewable energy sector, and my patent is in AI, convolutional neural network. So what it is, I'm telling you, this is a product. This
Sir,
product
we'll
will
go into
find.
that little bit later. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
I
go
will.
into
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
definitely.
we'll go into that.
Yeah,
Let's focus on some other questions. It's been very engaging,
please. Yeah,
and
yeah,
you have made me at least live through the late 90s, 2000, when we used to use those floppy disks, Windows 95, Windows NT, and all those things.
yes,
So thank you for that, and I'm sure people who are watching this or will watch
yeah,
this will relate. At least the people from the 90s and early 2000s will heavily relate to this. Okay,
sure.
and I'm so happy that you are talking about all these things, because nobody nowadays even can think of these things, that what hardships
Yes,
we have come through. So great about
yes.
mentioning all this.
This is yeah, of course. Means, say you think, um I was sometimes I talk when, because I voluntarily help many PhD students also. So I tell them, just think about that. We always calculate that, okay, we have the 1 MB RAM, and DOS cannot control the beyond 1 MB. Why? because it does not that capability of taking the addresses beyond that 1 MB in the RAM, and that's why we use the himem.sys, so another library. So that needed to run to use if it your RAM is 2 MB or 4 maximum at that time, not more than that, 4 MB. So many people will thinking that 4 GB you are talking, 4 MB. Many computer does not have any hard disk. Few computer only have the hard disk, maybe 540 MB or something, and most of them the boot with the DOS, then put it.
Take out
I
the
mean, you
floppy.
have to pull up, yeah, pull. Then you have to put that Windows floppy and write CD Windows, then Win, so that it will start the
Open up, yeah,
GUI,
yeah, yeah,
graphical
yeah.
user
I remember
interface.
that. Yeah. So,
So
very, very interesting. I mean, reliving those
yeah,
days. I mean, those were good times actually, if you think.
yeah,
Uh, Rather than, I mean, now, let me ask you this. I mean, how do you find those times different, or this time in the world of AI, where you are an expert now, right? Um,
yeah,
how is it different for you to live in this AI era, having come from DOS era, I would say?
correct. So this is actually one legacy. I'm telling you. In MCA, when I was doing the masters, my elective subject was intelligent system. So for me, artificial intelligence not new. Actually, I have studied along with the natural language processing. At that time, we told that axiom. So how that sentence is formation is happening. So that kind of, and also it's a smart programming. So that was intelligent systems I have studied in 2000. So I have studied, and my core subject was a distributed architecture of operating system. So these were my very much actually interesting topic and the subject you can say, and the networking and advanced networking architecture as well. So these are very core, and I always think that if the two point is combined, means faster movement, that's a networking, and second thing is that faster processing. So then it is possible something that machine can think. But I do not know beyond that because I have not done the research or anything, because every time I had to engage with the different type of programming and my work. Now, when I think first time in my life that commercially I have used and developed that AI application, it is 8 years back, I think, which was time? 8 years back. So
So,
now it
generative
is
AI,
2025.
agentic AI were not there. It was a plain,
No.
pure AI application.
Yes,
Okay.
AI ML application.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
nothing the generative AI. I'm again telling. And I was 8 years, 8 to 9 years back. I'm talking. I forgot that exact year. So I was developing an application for a smart camera company. Right now they are very big. At that time, your startup. Maybe I can use their name. His name is Arlo. So they are now very big companies. So at that time, is a very small team who was working in Bangalore, and what we are doing, they have a hub system, hub just like that Wi-Fi router, and 3 4 cameras for each individual house, and that hub is connected with all those cameras in an internal network LAN, and that hub is connected with the internet. So it is connected to the server, AWS server mainly at that time we are using. So the problem was for them, they were taking the videos for some person for 30 seconds, and then they try to send it back to the server to recognize that if it is an object, what kind of object, is a human or not. If it is human, that face recognitions was there. So so it was not working. So they actually take into this project me because I was working in cloud and AWS for a long time, and I was developing architecture for them and developing application. Not for the AI actually. They took into project for this only, that we are getting a problem. We cannot send that a 30-second stream. whenever trying to send, some half of the data is going reaching the server and then crash. So that the first time I have used that it's tool called the Kinesis, and it takes the stream, and also internally I have used the Kafka. That's the first time. So because now it's a question comes, their team, at least two-person was the PhD. At that time, actually, AI means is a very high caliber thing. It's not like now.
Yeah, yeah.
So very good student, very good caliber student, only they can work on the AI project. So why they have not thought? Do you know that? This is the reason is because they think that they know everything. That's
Sorry,
the
can
problem.
you repeat that once again, sir? Your voice.
Sure. So when means not all the people, so some people think that when they have done that PhD or that level of education, definitely it's a top thing and very prestigious, of course prestigious, but they think I have nothing to learn more. It's not required. But I continue study that what are the new achievement is coming in arXiv, it is tell. So all that research document actually released there. I've always read that. I love that. Right now also, it's not only Google research paper. I also read from two, three different website. I continue where I'm in this. What is my interest? So those kind of paper means robotics, AI. I've always read them. They are 4 5 pages. How much time it will take? Yes, I know that there are more that algorithms are all there, but still it will take 20 minutes, not more than that.
So it's a
If I read,
continuous learning,
yes,
updation, because
yes,
AI is changing every day, right? Every
every
hour,
day.
basically.
Yes, yes, and there are many is a very bright minds all over the world are there. So if it is possible right now, because internet we are getting, so all the information in our reach, so we can read that. So they will never check that thing that the Kafka is a very powerful tool. It can take the stream as a packet, just like a data. So what I actually 2 plus 2 I have done, I'm telling you, I do in this way, very simple way, because I love the networking and I have studied advanced networking also. So you can understand that who knows only one paragraph, say you always use that paragraph only. So I love that networking. So I thought that why not I can send as a data packet like that we send in the network. We can process as a packet also. So that kind of thinking, but no other, I mean, this more bigger picture was in my mind when I studied that thing, and it was released by that Netflix. But Netflix, nobody knows at that time. But Kafka was coming from their garage, you can say. So I saw it's an amazing thing. Means stream will come in a packet wise, then we combine them, then we synchronize them as an order, and then it's a video again. So we are taking the
Okay.
video, sending as a packet, again merging them as a continuous video. So that time, and 9 years back, I'm talking. So I have used that, and it's worked because it's not depend on the continuous source of internet, because otherwise it is required the socket programming. Normal API, REST API, you can't do that,
Right, right.
but in that packet system, you can do that.
Okay, right, right, right.
And so even little bit, it's an lag, you can say, but still it's not a problem. We needed to send that 15-second or 30-second video of 20 frame per second, not 32 frame, 20 frame per second, and then send it back to that is called the lambda, is an event driven programming, and serverless just came at that time. So it processed that, and then face detections also done. So that part I have first time done with the OpenCV, and I'm really thankful to them that it was so easy to write the program. Even for me, I was not much knowledge about the AI that time, machine learning, but still I able to, I mean, this write that program, two program actually is there, two program, and it's worked perfectly. And later, again, I improved my knowledge. I used another application for an Australian based startup. That is also they actually right now working with the Australian government, that company now. So I have helped them to do the similar thing as I've done. And also I have done there, that is called that liveness test. That means when a video is running for a security purpose, we need to check that person is live or another video is showing into the camera.
Okay. Interesting.
So that part is come. So all these things is related, that the core artificial intelligence or machine learning. But why I'm telling this small story is that continue learning and continue, you have to be very curious. This is very important, that what maybe what I am doing today, maybe we can improve something. Then we have to find out. We do not need to invent everything. We are not inventor, we are not I mean, that level. Most of that our engineer, software engineer or AI engineer, we do not need to invent anything. Maybe you can do after research or something. It's not a, nobody is stopping you, but you have to use the proper tool to solve your problem in a performance wise. It's not like that if you solve a problem that nobody is using, then it's not worth.
Yeah. So taking a
So
cue from that thing, right? You said that
yeah,
we we should not be looking to invent, rather than use the existing tools to maybe find solutions for the problems that people have or companies have, right? So I have this question in mind. Then, I mean, we as Indians, right, in India, should we
yes,
be competing to find out, say, new like models, like for
mm,
example, US invented, or maybe they developed their Chat GPT, Gemini, whatever. China, they came up with DeepSeek, Manus, and all those
yes,
things, right? So we
yes,
as Indians, we provide service very well, right? You look at all the companies, TCS,
mm,
Infosys, Cognizant, everybody is providing service, right? They are not much
right,
into product development and all that. And I cannot remember, other than UPI, right, any
yes,
major invention from India that has captured
no,
the imagination of the world. One
no,
thing I can think of is maybe UPI in the last 5, 6, 10 years, right?
yes, yeah.
So, how do you see this? That should we be consuming the services and then trying to solve the problems, or should we be coming up with similar products as Indian companies, Indian innovators? And obviously, innovating has its own kind of benefits and all that. But again, solving a problem through those innovations is another kind of industry, right? So,
So
how do you
yeah,
see this?
see, this is a, I mean, I should say that great topic also. But before that, before answering this, we need to see that what is our infrastructure, how our education is also, if you see as an infrastructure. So you will find out that we are not a research oriented country. Now, why? There are so many constraints. Like if a person not get chance for a IIT or a very, I mean, the top level institute, hardly that person will get the opportunity for a research. This is the first thing. This is very, it's a wrong actually, but this is it in our country. Second thing is that where you would like to apply your knowledge to create or invent something, you need that base as well. It's not, it's your education infrastructure, and also when you try to make something even after with your knowledge, that facility is not there. So we never got that kind of facility. Whoever done something, he actually went to the US or other country, and then he have done this. And this is actually the reason, you know, that whatever the government, this is also a mentality that they do not want that research oriented people. That's the reason our patent IP. See how I made that 14 months the patent, that I'm not from that top institute. I'm not from that top students. So actually, the R&D mindset and analytical or you can say that the problem solving mindset is totally different thing. So they will do. It's not required that for that the PhD or something. Definitely this is another arena, but still it is not required. But here people do not give that opportunity, the chance to that person. So this is the main reasons. Nobody will give me the chance here and for that. No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
related to, but yes, India must require. But who will do that? All the industries are outsourced companies. TCS, Infosys, all those. These are outsourced company. Why they will put their money, their time, their effort for someone else that they will create? Our mentality is like that. This mentality we can't invent, because if we think all the time that okay, if I help that person as an employee, so he will invent something, means it will be his benefit. The thing like that. So
Right.
unless and until this mindset is going to change, it is never. Say I'm okay. As an example related, I'm telling. Last year I have been selected by Boss in Germany, Abstadt. I travel there after rigorous process. So they have selected me for the chassis control system. This is a code name. Is that it's an type of, you can say, the ADAS, but it's an advanced, more advanced level, more complex thing. So sensor related, the real time analysis and edge devices, because I am certified for TensorFlow. This applications run into the edge devices, small devices, and that. So I found there almost 3,000 researcher working there in their R&D headquarter. In its place name is Abstadt near Stuttgart.
In Japan. In Japan.
No, Germany, boss.
Germany.
So
Okay. Both.
yes, so boss. That see, the problem is that what I found, they think that research and that this development is an integrated part. First, you have to do the research for the better thing, and then you develop. Here, it is not. Here, what we do, that's why our mindset is also, because we have to deliver in a short period or short time, that we have to deliver fast. So, if a person will be constrained to deliver fast, how he will research? It's not possible. Even he can fail also. And if he fail in the research, means he lost his job.
Right.
Here it is difficult, right? And he will never get a job in another company. They will tell that this person, because for this person 2 years he has not done nothing and he took the salary. They never tell that this person done the research and he failed. Of course 80% people fail in research, but it is not possible in India. So that's the reason it is not happening. Even in the generative AI, not even AI, forget that. Generative AI also, which is just a the part of the core AI, that is also not happening. And it is not only about the LLM, that large language model we talk. Even the small language model SLM is also there. Why? Because if we need to develop this thing, we need some infrastructure, more bigger server, the bandwidth, and also that mindset you need to create, so that that means the company and government, they should show that okay, I am behind you. Do your research. Do you, just develop new thing. It's not like that. We have to develop the final product, not the theory, because the research actually produce a theory. It's not the final product, right? Today we can see that many people who have got that Nobel Prize, you can see that. So Hinton also. So you can see that person not develop any product, right? He has not developed any product, not Chat GPT or something, but he developed the code theory. Based on that, other companies are using that, correct?
Right.
So
So, sir, moving
it's,
on very quickly.
yeah,
I'm sorry. You wanted to say something?
no problem, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So, if someone wants to get into the field of AI today, okay,
Yes.
let's say he is into IT, but doing something else maybe. right? He is into code development of something, or maybe he is doing an infrastructure support job, or maybe a quality management job, something like that, right? If he has
Yeah,
to come into AI domain, because opportunities it seems are little more in the AI domain right now rather than the other areas in the IT field at least.
absolutely.
So how does, or where does he start? I mean, what things he should learn to get an opportunity, at least to get into the job, and then on the job learning and all those things can happen, right? So what is your thought? I mean,
Sure,
if you can quickly tell me.
sure. The first I would like to tell you that India's next decade in AI is about more than that technology. It's about fulfilling national goals to inclusive growth, uh, sustainability also, and becoming a global tech leader. And you know that with a young population, then strong digital infrastructure, as you told, the UPI, Aadhaar, and all, it's already there, and a culture of innovation right now, it's coming. The people are now mindset is slowly changing. That okay, if we can innovate something, it will be helpful. So India has a unique chance to transform society through AI. Now, I would like to tell if you already in the technical field, means that software field at least, so definitely you can start from that some core theory like the mathematics, statistic, probability, then that linear algebras is one of them is there. Those things and one I mean the point I would like to tell here again and again actually, all those courses are available, most of them free, say MIT Open Courseware, okay, and the Harvard universities also they are providing, and many places that big companies also Google, Microsoft, there are a lot of elements are there. Some course if you want the certificate definitely you have to pay something. Otherwise there are a lot of courses, so you can start with some math stat background. This is very much important if you are not from those background. So better you can study and it will not take much time, say 3 months or 4 months or 6 months maximum. So you will be capable, and then you gradually move to learn the machine learning, deep learning, and then you go for the generative AI, LLM, and those things. This is my suggestion.
Yeah.
But if you are not from that software field, I would say that first you need to know that what field is actually helpful or you want to go. Say like that if you are from the banking or finance, it will be better if you go for a data analytics and gradually move to the data scientist field. So for that also you have to start that math stat. This background is definitely this, you'll definitely to required to complete, and all those courses are available as I already told, that MIT Open Courseware, then that Harvard, IBM, Microsoft, Google, all the places, those kind of courses, PDFs, and you can practice anywhere, even freely you can practice in the Google Colab and other places if you do not know how to install and configure those applications for the time being. Later you will learn, but you can use them. So in that way you can go through.
Yeah. So one fear I hear from the people who want to get into AI is the fear of maths, statistics, like you said, right? They think that I do not know much of calculus. I do not know much of linear algebra. I do not understand what is probability, right? So, in that case, is there a possibility that I can get into AI without knowing this complicated subjects in maths, or even if I want to learn, is there an easy way to learn these concepts from mathematics so that my journey becomes a little easier? Because taking 6 months time to learn only mathematics and then trying to get a job in this changing world, it is little difficult, right? I mean, and people who are working also starting simultaneously doing maths and all that
Mm.
becomes little bit of a problem,
Yes.
right?
So for them, the first thing, this is also into, I mean this, we have to keep in our mind, AI day by day it is getting more complex. It's not that easy working like that in other software. The previously people were doing somehow learning a language and then their data structure algorithm, some of the algorithm. Most of them, when I took the interviews, I found that they do not know that most of the architecture, the data structure and algorithm. But still, they are working 10 years. They are working some big companies and also. If you really want to know and go much deeper into AI, then you have to go with some time. It will take depends on that how much time you can bear beside your everyday's job. But easily, as you ask, that how we can start easily without much deeper mathematics. So I will say it will be very helpful. So based on that, to start with, means it's called the you can say the propagations. It's a AI term. So that you can start with the generative AI, and there are now multiple options like Gemini, now ChatGPT. So they are giving you that learning option. So it will talk just like a teacher, and then you can start. But whatever you do without going much deeper into math or without or with it, you need the very focus and contribution is required. This is very important. Why I'm telling all okay, so related things I would like to tell all of the viewers that all big companies, I don't want to name, but still you know that from Nvidia to Microsoft, everybody is telling my code, my company's code, 30% is writing by the AI. But when you go for that to apply for them, if you are fortunate and they shortlist for the first round of interview, then definitely you have to go 4 to 5 round of the coding interview. So this is very interesting part because they knows coding or programming is a thing to readability. Readability is very important. Means that what it is written in that code, a person you understand or not. Otherwise, AI will give you almost that is not require even that code also give to you. The
Garbage.
first things, garbage. Second thing, you never stitch all those parts of the code because one application, this is called software engineering. This is totally different thing than a single page coding. So just teaching all this programming, teaching all the scripts and database, and now it's a lot of things, event driven, that message broker systems, a lot of orchestrations, and that model ML ops and all. So how you teach them, you need to learn. So that's why my suggestion is start with a small part. If you do not know much math, start with those GPT, take the GPT help and small applications you can create that okay say like that with the help of that API that is actually big company one that why you write that model or something, use our API and create, but still you will get the job because people if you want to change the job into the AI field, it is better to learn in that way quickly. And one take one cloud, I will say, take one cloud, say like that Google Cloud, GCP, or you take the Azure, Microsoft Cloud, and then you check their AI model, their AI, all those tools and libraries. Why? So you will be expert on that cloud and you will be able to develop the AI application on that cloud. Then you'll definitely get a job. Second option, as a data engineer, if you are not much math heavy person or cognitive persons, that how to solve the problem in a heavily complex problem, then I will say there is a very good job opportunities right now, and always it's a demand. It's called the data engineering. You can go for the Databricks, or you can do for the AWS data engineering or the Azure. Databricks is the highest demand right now because everybody use the Databricks inside the any cloud. So if you do that, within 6 months you will get that benefit because they have the certification course. So even if you do that two certification 6 months, it is little tough if you are not from that familiar background. but it is not impossible. And if it is done, data engineering is related to the AI field because they are preparing their data for AI. So that is also related AI, and later they can move into core AI also. It is possible. So that is a good step to start.
Okay. Next interesting question, and the biggest question of our times, maybe, is AI going to take away our jobs?
First, what as a simple, as I can say, and I am saying that, okay, now I am 51 years old. I'm doing programming job right now. 1 hour back also I was doing. Yes, I do not know what will happen tomorrow. Nobody knows that because nobody is saying that tomorrow. But I always try to prepare for tomorrow. This is my mindset. All the time, actually, means technology and my work, my learning. This is my life. So if you if you're doing this kind of things, you are breathing with this. I don't think there will be a problem. So I don't think so. That's a problem. And fortunately, I'm not boasting. I'm not boasting. I'm telling every day. Today also, I got from a Middle East, but it is small project, not small project. Project is big, but they want to see me as an means a senior architect. It's almost similar to the director level. So they want to take in Oman for their one of the government project telecommunication. So they want, so like that I'm telling you. But I told that I do not want to take some sort of contract right now. I'm not required. I'm happy with UI for the time being. I'm no problem. So job is there, but it is less. Nobody will. And AI is a tool. AI is the power which we can use that if we learn. Definitely, we have to use wisely for solving the problem. Now, what is happening? Why the people are thinking that the replacing job? They're reducing that repetitive kind of job. That's true. Like the recruiter things, like that HR thing, like accountant thing. So these are the things are gradually decreasing the number of head count. But the other places is growing out. Say like that, I'm telling you, investment banking. I saw that every day they are taking because they need a lot of people to use because what is happening the banking and finance though it is going fully AI related, now they can serve much better. Then they can serve means they can make profit much bigger way. Even the insurance and all this, it's an horrific for a common person for insurance and all, but they are making a huge profit. Like that investment in the equity market, so that is also required. So you need a domain expertise. This is very important. It's not about the AI, it's about that what you know. Only if you only know to copy paste then completing, then it is difficult. But if you know the core thing, whatever it is domain, whatever, then I should not say because you learn that AI and you can get the better. But this is a transition period. Everybody is actually suffering. Either they're losing a job or like me, that salary is stagnant, lower, but it here the living cost is going very high. That is everybody like employee, they are suffering. But can you imagine that how much profit is making the companies? Last year means this financial year that ended in the March, most of the technological company, I'm not talking about the big poor or something, I'm just a normal technological company, almost everyone has make the profit more than 25% before EBTI. 25% profit is not a joke. And they have actually gradually decreased the number of employees, but still they make the 25% profit. So I think this time is learning, and one domain expertise is very important. For me, it is getting difficult because I have worked. For me also, it's getting difficult because I have worked in renewable energy sector, in robotics sector, then real estate management sector. Now for last 3 years, I'm working for banking and finance sector. E-commerce I have worked for a long time. So one domain most probably, but still. It is not a guarantee that if you know that only banking very well, but you can get a job. But if you lose, then maybe you have to learn another. So you have to make a ability to dynamic learning system. Means whatever required, I will learn and I will deliver. What you have actually questioned that nobody
Right.
has the 6 month time. But if you do not have the basement, I mean, the below is not there. I mean,
The
then
foundation.
it is difficult. Yeah, it's a foundation things is it will actually collapse. So if you do not have, you have to prepare. You have to spend more time.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
The next, last two questions for today.
Sure.
Um, how do you see the world beyond? I mean, today we are using ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, and all those models, right? So,
Yes.
if I may ask you, like, what is next? Any thoughts?
Okay. So I would like to maybe my apology to him if I mean tell because I'm a very small person. So take I have been very much connected with Lekun. Lekun, you know that is one of the prominent person and research person in AI right now, and he is related with now connected with the Meta. So he is from the beginning is telling though the other companies that they are making AGI, advanced general intelligence, which is almost like a human being, it's not possible. At least for decade, it's not possible. Why? I also think in that way. Though another Nobel laureate, the Hinton is telling that yes, it is maybe it is possible within 5 years that human level intelligence. Now I'm telling you, our perception and another thing is called the emotion. So what we are thinking, what we are doing, these are all different things. When you will do with this logic or algorithm, then these two are not different. So that is I think because I continue studying on that. I continue I mean this checking that what is I mean this achievement is happening, what is changing is happening. So after this, everybody is using this LLM. Even if you see that Tesla robot, so they are also using another robot also. They are also using as their brain in the LLM only. So large language model means what is that? It's is a bigger knowledge, but it's not the smart knowledge. It's a bigger knowledge. That means your brain is very big, so that's why you are holding very big knowledge. It's not like that. Human does not think like that. So if it is happen, that means who is actually getting the Nobel Prize, his head is, I mean, 40 kilos. Oh, it's not like that. Maybe his head is even the lower than the average size. So this is very, very crucial things. And uh, I myself is actually right now doing some R&D work for making the application. It's called the Neuralink. So I'm trying to make that perception that what we are thinking directly it is embedded into robotics or AI. So that is actually that's why I have doing small step. I always move gradually. So I have done working with the ASR. So how that speech recognition is happening
Okay.
and comprehending. So everybody is using LLM. So your question answer is everybody is using LLM, and people are thinking that AGI will come and everybody the human does not require. When we remember, you know that internally when we remember something, we keep those as a data with the emotion. Everything, even a smell, we keep remember, right? Because smell also we keep remember. So, but everything is related to the emotion. When it is coming to the algorithm, nobody knows. Still now, no researcher, no scientist know that how to create emotion. It's a very, very difficult thing. It's a very difficult task. And Lekun also told one program, and unfortunately, I could not join. It's a very unfortunate. That's another regret. I always happen this kind of things. I got that invitation in IIT Madras last year. I was in Pune at that time, so I could not join his meeting. So at that meeting, Lekun told that just think a 5 years old child, even he saw his father backside also. Later he will find out and he will, this recognize that he is his father. How it's possible?
Hmm.
Even he has not seen his face, but still it will recognize by the backside.
Right, right.
So this is not about the big. This is about this
Smart.
very smart thing. I know what it will happen that I can remember. And I tell many of the times to my son because he is also a robotic student. So I always tell that long back we watched the iRobot, that movie. So there is a one neuron service. So that's the main server and it is connected with all the robots. So they share that server, but one robot has some emotion. Somehow the algorithm has changed something. But because this is a movie, so thinking is an when it is possible, then so we do not have to worry or anything. But the next thing will be something what I am telling you, just connected means you do not have to speak. That I know that is a very near. You don't have to speak. You do not have to tell anything. So other people will miss from our neuron that electrostatic magnetic. So by that we will perceive that what that other person is telling or want to tell, and also we can direct the robots that what we wanted to do. So it is not required to tell directly that okay, go to the left side, move up 5 feet. It's not required, so that will come, but it does not mean that they will replace the human. So why not? I have already told you that emotion is not there. Another thing is that we keep that memory in a different way. It's not a specific place. It is actually the interconnected links means normal neuron also do that, means that it is not like that we are keeping in a hypothalamus or somewhere places. It's not like that. We keep our, and many things even we try to remember, but it is we forget because we have the another subconscious mind, right? So it is little bit higher phase. It's not that easy physics and chemistry.
Right, right, right.
Many
So,
things we want to remember but we forget.
right, right. So, last question for today's session, sir.
Please.
It has been wonderful.
Yeah.
So, what if AI goes all wrong from tomorrow? What will happen? Chaos all over the world. Like, for example, for IT employees, if Google doesn't work for one day, I mean, at least 2, 3 years back, 5 years back, a Google server is down for one day, entire IT industry would shut down, right? That was the situation. Now, if let's say ChatGPT or something starts like behaving in a odd way, or something wrong happens, AI starts behaving all rogue way, so or starts giving all wrong answers and starts harming people. They start giving instructions about how to make bombs and scary drugs and all that. So, is there a possibility like that, or everything goes wrong?
Yes, it is a very much possible because see in our AI technology and this generative AI, we tell it's a guardrail and also that governance systems. So the guardrail systems many times fail. Actually, we try to make all the applications in AI application. We use the guardrail, and guardrail always connect and try to mitigate the hallucination. So this is another effect, another problem with our AI application. So we try to mitigate the hallucination problem so that it will just like that horse, when a horse run on that or this pull the cart, there are two leather cover in beside their eyes so that they do not. Yes, so they do not get distracted by other sound, noise, and big vehicles and all. But still, they can make mistake. So that Here it will be, it can, and many possibilities it can. Second thing, it will be a disaster for India type of country. Why? You know that they intentionally given that free to use, big companies. And when we will forget, still we have to use in our brain, our cognitive ability. Already we are reducing our cognitive ability because for this. Because any questions, if you go directly, you have to perceive that, okay, I know this is the correct answer, maybe a little bit different, and then ask them and then compare it, then there is not a problem. But you do not know anything about the question answer, what will be the answer. Perceive means you do not have any perceivance, and it's giving you some wrong answer. You are taking that because you do not have that ability to verify also that information is correct or not. That is happen in our country. It's a big difficulties. And if tomorrow, say like that, 1 year free everything is given, okay, that if a person, it totally depends on it, if it has happened, and it that person does not have that capability to learn from other books or that other information from internet, or internally cognitive ability is not there, you just think about what will happen. That's why no, they are giving you that coding tools and all these things. And when you will be habituated, something happen or intentionally stop, or they ask much more price. Mostly they see business persons never go for a kill a person, because killing is a very low profile thing. They want to do what that maybe you're Bengali, so you know that the brainwashing. So when they control the brain, and then they will squeeze it, and they will tell, okay, I will continue give you this facility, but you have to pay 10 times more. And everything is depends on him. That's why they are telling you use my API. Why you are building that model or something? But still, I have seen in my project in Bank of New York also, BNY also, I have seen that all those vice president and this level person, they comes to our team and they ask, is it possible? I want to create a variance report, anomaly detection. Can you, everything they think that it is possible with the generative AI. That is in their mind actually. They come and they ask, can you create a application? I will give you that everyday variance report, and it will create anomalies detection. Then I told, sir, this is not require OpenAI calling or generative AI, because it will actually our our document, this everything will be exposed to them. It's not required. We can do with the core machine learning algorithm. It is possible. So it is possible. It does not require OpenAI API or any other generative AI API. It's not required. So just think, if that level of person who is the vice president in group on that big company, prestigious company or bank. So what about that common people?
Right, right. Very
So
scary. Very scary.
yes, yes, it's scared. If I would say the person use that GPT and all this, definitely it is faster way to learn, but please verify the other places also and learn and use your cognitive ability and knowledge also. This is required. Otherwise, then no problem.
Okay, sir. So,
Yeah.
with that, we come to the end of this edition of this podcast. It has been very enriching, and your knowledge is superior. And like it feels like we can talk all night tonight, but unfortunately, we have to
Yeah.
stop. Maybe some other day we will again engage and have
Sure.
a second session. So, thank you
Sure.
very much for your time. It has been an honor and a privilege to talk to you. And thank
Thank
you
you.
once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity also. Thank you.